Hi everyone. Today I'm going to make you something really yummy, of course. And it's something different. It's called Cheddar Biscuit BBQ. It cooks in the oven, so I think you're gonna like it. So I hope that you got your pencils and paper ready, because I'll tell you how much of each ingredient to use. So let's get cooking. Okay, the ingredients you're gonna need is 2 pounds of hamburger. I'm using the ground round, but I'm sure if you want to use ground chicken, ground pork, whatever, that would work just as well too. So you need 2 pounds of it. You're going to need 1/4 of a cup of cut up onion. You're going to need a 16-ounce can of barbecued beans. Something that has molasses in it. So you need a 16-ounce can. You need a 10 3/4 ounce can of tomato soup, which is a regular size tomato soup. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of chili powder. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You can use whatever salt you want to use. I'm using sea salt, but you don't have to use that. A 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. A 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. You need an 8-ounce can of buttermilk biscuits. And you need 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese and a 1/2 cup of chopped up celery. Okay, what you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to brown your meat. So we're going to start browning the meat. And we're going to also add to the meat our celery and our onion. Go ahead and put your oven on 375. So, add the celery and add the onion. Okay. By the time you get the meat brown, the celery and the onion should be well on their way to being perfect. I have my fire on high right now while I'm doing this. So, anyway, I'll be right back after I get my meat all brown. As you can see, it's halfway done. You can smell the onion and the celery. And they're cooking right along with it, so perfect. Okay, everything's done. Now at this point, if you want to drain your meat, go right ahead. I'm not going to because I like it. But if you don't like it and you want to drain it, now would be the time to drain it. Now you're going to need to cook it in, you're going to need a 2-quart casserole dish or a 9-inch square dish to put all this in. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and put our tomato soup in here. We're going to put our beans, our barbecue beans, ones that have molasses in them. And I've got all my seasonings in one container here, so we're going to put our seasonings in. Go ahead and keep this stirred around. I'm turning my fire down to medium. Smells so good. The onion and the celery, the seasonings, makes my mouth water. Make sure you get it all dispersed Then you're gonna let it come to a bubble. Let it come to a boil. So. Okay, so it's coming to a boil. So let's see what we gotta do next. Okay, what you're gonna cook it in is ungreased, so you don't have to spray anything to grease it or anything. So let me get a pot holder. What we're gonna do next is put our mixture into our baking dish. Spread it around. Doesn't that look good? Next, we're going to get our biscuits. And we're going to put our biscuits on top of this. Of course, there's always an odd one in there. Okay. Yes, my hands are clean, for any of you that are wondering. And lastly, we're going to sprinkle our cheese on top of the biscuits. And what we're going to do after this is we're going to put it on a cookie sheet in case there's bubble overs. And we're going to put it in our 375-degree oven and let it bake until it's hot through and through and the biscuits are golden. So I'll put it in the oven, and then when I come back, I'll let you know how long I cooked it. But let me get my cookie sheet. There we go. Alrighty, I'll be right back. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So anyway, I was just testing my camera to make sure I had it off. So as you can see, it's starting to get golden on top. The cheese is starting to brown, but I have 8 minutes left on my time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of foil and cover this up and let it continue cooking. Okay, here it is. I cooked it at 375 for 25 minutes. You want the biscuits to be golden and you want the dish to be bubbly. Doesn't that look good? Definitely too hot to taste, but yummy, yummy, yummy. So, I wanted to show you something that my daughter got me today. Look at this. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? A lucky little cardinal charm. Kind of cute, and that's how small it is. I love it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this dish. I know it's going to be tasty and your family's going to love it. So until my next video, happy eating.